we've got a new gimbal, and I just wanted to try it out before we get Peter tomorrow. We're off to the open top buses tomorrow and all the rest of it, so we're just going to take you for a wee walk. We're going to take you to a place in Coatbridge. That's where I was born, but I try not to talk about Coatbridge too much. And this is Summerlee Heritage Park. Yeah, we're just going to take you around the outside of Summerlee Heritage Park, just let you see some of the Vulcans here. I think there's a blue train, but I don't know if it's still covered up. And we'll let you see some of the houses from the old days. So let's turn you around. You don't want to look at my puss, do you? I don't really think so. There you are. So a bit quiet today. No Peter to rub off on, and no jokes. Back to dad jokes tomorrow. We'll be at the Riverside Museum tomorrow and on that, but just at this present time, we're now going to say probably Coatbridge was the top of the ironworks, wasn't it, years ago? We'd get Sherry Ironworks. My dad worked there. I remember going there as a wee boy. So there's plenty there, just like you see the Summerlee bit. We'll just walk around there, and I can't walk over there. Look, there's no chains here, but if I go over there I'll take a heater and fall, so that's that. So this is Coatbridge. For anybody that's been, it's a wee conservation village. You know, no, it's not. Definitely Coatbridge is not a conservation village. Oh, to the wrong way. We want to see the sign, don't we? Yeah. Summerlee. In memory of who lost their lives at work. So we're going to take you in here. I'm afraid there's no dogs allowed, which I had a problem with them. Can't understand why they don't allow dogs, but never mind. So we're just going to walk around the outside today and just let you see. I worked in here when I was a clown around at these buildings, so sorry, wrong way. I don't know if I mentioned I've got a new gimbal, so this is why we came down here today, to try out the new gimbal. Like we said, it's the only outdoor park in Britain that doesn't allow dogs. I don't know why. Oops, I've been through it a few times. I was just going to complain and start a council. That was about 20 years ago. Don't know why they don't allow dogs. There is a lot of nice indoor areas. Yeah, and look. First bit of furry. This is a tram. I used to go here, but it's not been working for a long while. You can see if you're into industrial stuff, it's certainly the place to come. There you are, a punching and shearing machine. That's quite handy in Coatbridge, a punching machine on it. There you are, just let you see the machine. So let's just take you down this here. We've got the travel lines. We're going to take you right round, hopefully. Oh, sorry, I go that way, but we're hard learning. I'm only doing this so we can learn this for tomorrow. There's the boat down near the Vulcan. I think it was the first boat ever made out of steel on that idea. Yeah. I'm trying to press these buttons. There's hundreds of buttons on it. You can see a heat wave is going out of Scotland, as usual. But I'm not complaining either. I'm a dog lover, so it saves the wee dog. So we'll just take you a wee bit round here, just to try and learn a wee bit about this here. Not about here. I should really have learned before I came down. The story was I wanted to try and work this new gimbal before me and Peter go on our travels tomorrow. So it's got that many buttons. I'm sure I'll make tons of mistakes. That's the cafe inside. It's got a wee cafe just inside there as well. Quite a nice place inside. Don't know when the tram's going to get fixed. I've been fixing the tram for 5 or 6 or 7 years. Like we said, there's plenty of exhibitions come here and plenty of things, but we're going to take you down to the miners' houses and have a wee look down there. That means I can get a walk and maybe get a wee bit of exercise, maybe get some fat off me. This gimbal's a bit heavy. I've just changed hands here. I don't know if anybody's there to tell me it's a better picture. I've been struggling with lives. If this doesn't work, I'm going to get in. I just can't seem to do right videos. I just seem to shake. Don't get here either. Trains are like, this one's a bit rough. Main line. But I think there's a blue train round there. One of the original ones that went just round the corner. This one's a wee bit rough, this one looking. I need to do it up a wee bit. I think I need to do it up a wee bit. What do you think? Choo 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 choo. Anyway, that's it. It's just to try out this gimbal, so it's just a wee half-an-hour walk. I had a problem. Peter had a very bright suggestion coming down there. I remember it was Friday, so the traffic was pandemonium, so then I had to drive back round. I couldn't get down this way and go to a wee place called Glenmavis. I was going to go to the farm and do the milk, but then after that I decided to just come down here. Yeah, nice wee place for a walk. The miners' houses are just down here, so they'll be nice. I hope this is a wee bit steadier than it's been. I've not had a lot of luck with. Yeah, I'm taking that, there's nice signs up here, so I'm going to take you away from me again. You'll see why. Not much point looking at me when there's stuff here that can be, you might remember. Maybe there's some people, you won't remember that. You can tell from our subscribers are very young and intelligent. They won't remember things from 1870. These are all refurbished signs. Like we said, the Vulcan's Canal, wasn't it? I think that one was the first one and the first steel ship. I hope that ship's still the Vulcan. Quite famous, the Vulcan, I think. There's also a mine here as well. I'm not going to take down the mine unless we can go in the mine. Maybe it'll be dark on my toe, but if you did work in maybe the mines or did work in the ironworks, certainly these machines would be. Anyway, I do like trains, but certainly it's recognised in Scotland's engineering heritage, isn't it? We're certainly up there. I've no idea what these are. These are presses and stuff like that. There's a nice big wheel over there. That one looks nice to see. And in fact, I can see, well, that says nature. There must be a nature trail, but we want to still go around and see the houses for you. We can take you in and let you see the houses. And our Scottish kids are back at school. If we get any English people watching, or you're still on your holidays, or some people abroad. I know we have some in Poland. You know, I used to speak Polish when I done Bubbles of Cloud. And when I mean my, what was it? I used to have a hot dog and cot. I used to do the balloons. I used to have a lot of Polish people come up for balloons. So it was quite interesting to do that. Anyway, they're a big wheels. The one that reminds me of a big wheel is my wife wanted a fur coat once, but she wanted a fur coat. We didn't have a lot of money at the start when we got together, so I couldn't get her, but I found this cheap one. It's made out of hamster fur, so I managed to get a coat made out of hamster fur. The only thing is, she went to Blackpool, went in a big wheel, wouldn't come off it again. And dad jokes are rubbish, aren't they? I bet you miss all it. So let's take us down to the mine. We're not going down the mine today, but we'll go down there. People must look at you and think you're talking to yourself. But it's for you subscribers. Subscribe if you like us, by the way. Live ones I don't have a lot of luck with, so they normally get deleted as soon as I go home and I see them. My hands shake. By the way, I don't drink, so there's no reason for my hands to shake. I've looked down. Quite nice wee walk down below and all that as well. I was going to say Rimmers Canal, but I think it's covered in now, isn't it? It's covered in the fountain as well. I don't think there's any water down the canal at all. Yeah, oh well, there is. You can see the greenery. It's not a bad view actually. We're going to take you down there. We'll take you down the houses and we'll take you down there. Let's see the Summerlee Canal. I don't know if there's any canal on this side. No worries about the trams. The council will take away like an fix, I'm afraid. Was there a canal over here? There's actually a canal down there, but you can't actually see it because the water is just so bad, I'm afraid. So, sorry about that wee squirrely thing. That's why I'm out to fix this gimbal. It looks very difficult. So what are we doing in the future for the Dumpties? We've slowed up. We've not been doing so well. Not so many subscribers. We've had a couple of emails and different things have been happening. So let's tell you what is going to happen tomorrow. We're going on an open top bus journey. We'll try and eat a pie as well. We've got Nico's, 6 by Nico's in Glasgow. We've got a food review for that coming up. It's a circus theme they've got. I don't know if you've been to Nico's. It's a circus theme. I'm going to go fully dressed as Bubbles the Clown, which was obviously my life for 35 years before I took these nice YouTubes. That's the mine over there in the pit. Obviously you get pits around here at Whitburn and everywhere, haven't you? Son and sisters. Oh yeah, it's giant Lego. If you want a wee game of Lego. Anyway, I tell you, this is the back entrance to the houses, but we're not going to go this. We're going to take you around the front entrance, as long as that's okay. I think if I press this button, then I straighten up, don't I? There's some wee cars, but I think they're for little people. I can't mention their name. I'll get myself in trouble with it if I mention them. So they're just for, I'm just going to say little people and not say any more. I'm just going to take us up there and let's have a wee look at that. So you can go in this way because this is the backs of the, excuse me, this is the backs of the cottages. There's a wee sweet shop in here as well. We're going to a wee sweet shop. We'll be getting the back door. I think I'll be around here when we get in the back door. I've been down here before. You enjoy this because it's got the old tellies. It's not too old. Some of it's just the 70s and things like that. So it's not too old. I don't know which ones if you can get them all actually. Oh, scarecrow just over there. We'll have a wee look, see if we can go in. Then we'll put her back up straight again. Oh, what are we around a wee minute? And you've got me again, haven't you? Hey, you've got me. I think now we're in trouble because it's what I've done now, I've messed it up. Oh, now I've put it up straight. I'm afraid we've lost you. We lost you there, I'm afraid. Oh yeah, I've got you back, but sorry about that, you win. Now you see why I need to learn how to work a gimbal. Sorry about that. Oh. There's not much in here, a toilet. Oh, you can say it like that. We can relate to that, the old gas meter, can't we? We can relate to the old gas meter. Excuse me a minute while I try and get this back to normal. That's not normal, that's going sideways. That's it, I just need to turn it right round and I just need to go like that, hopefully. There you are, and we're cooked with gas. I cooked with gas, that was quite good. I don't know if it, what was with gas? Sorry about that, you can see some wee, I'm not worried about these wee lunches, I'll get you. So, what we got here is a 1960s kitchen. And I used to love them, they used to come in yellow. I used to love the kitchen cabinets in yellow and the wee tables. Elaine still buys stuff like that. Wee toys over there and our vases. If I turn you around, if I can get this to turn round, not sorry about that way. Now these colours are all back in orange. Cost you a fortune to buy an orange vase and an orange lamp. That refrigerator, I can't remember. The duck on the top. So that's this one. Let's take us back out. Sorry about this for the wee squidgy ones and all. There's no door. Just trying my best here at the moment. It's going to take a wee while. It says it takes a long while to do it, so this is the very first one. I just opened the box today. It's an air-raid shelter. I'm getting two, and now I'm 68, and I don't know how many subscribers I've got, but you can maybe comment below if you can remember. Air-raid, that's rhubarb, I remember that. We had that in the garden. Remember I used to get a piece of rhubarb, dip it in the sugar, wasn't it? I used to dip it in the sugar. We were poor, didn't do that. I think these were shelters. I don't really remember much on these shelters, but these were sort of air-raid shelters like that. So let's put it back up. I don't know if there's a scarecrow festival on. Maybe a scarecrow. Take us in here now, eh? Here an old ringer. I can't remember them. I'm only 68. Oh yeah, they're not clear barriers. They're barred. There's Wally Dogs. I do love Wally Dogs, I've got to be honest. Wally Dogs are one of my favourite things. I just sold some last week at the Canal Park Antique Centre. Yeah, I like the Wally Dogs. I do like Dogs. I used to have a wee Dogs, but I had to put it down because it was too heavy. That's another dad joke. And then it fell in a cement mixer. That's my wee dog I want now. Lots of dad jokes. Right, let's go and see the the living room. Take you around. It's got a wee sweetie shop around here as well. So we're just taking you back up here. Hope it's a bit straighter now. Sorry about this. As I say, it's the first attempt, so if it's any good you can tell me if you want to comment. If not, maybe delete it when I go back home. Wish I could tell you more history. I think that I was born in Coatbridge. I should have learned before I came down, but like I said, I wasn't coming, I was going. My wee ducks. Well, you know the story of my wee duck. Enough fillings in it, so she's obviously getting old. She's 16, blind and really slow now. Diabetic. Been blind for 6 years, 6.5 since she was 9, so it's only really come out to get her steak bakes. Yeah, there's a blue train you can see over there, I think, can't you? I've got that right. And that'll be into Sunnyside Station. Yeah, quite a few stations even you think it, because there's Blair Hill and there's Sunnyside and there's cottage. It's a wee bit of wind, but it's still a nice day. I like these days. And there's a wee sweetie shop which is open. Oh. Take it in this one, see what we've got. Oh, the old couch, the old hi-fi. That might be quite interesting. And the games there, remember that game? Yeah, the son Martin would enjoy that now with his Sega Masters and all the rest of it. What else we got? I'll have to take it back a wee bit. Hope I can see a cabbage patch doll up there as well. It's on the floor. I'm going to get done for copyright now, because of that one. I'll need to talk loud over the top of it. We got another room in here, haven't we? Here we go. I don't want the music. It's got music on, which, as you know, annoys. Another fireplace. Starburst clock. 50 to 60 quid now. Ducks. You good money for the ducks on the wall as well. The ducks are worth a few pound now. All dropped in there in Coronation Street, didn't she? And I'm miles too young for that telly. Yeah, that was nothing like the telly I had. We were poor, so we didn't have a telly now. See if I can get this picture in for you. Sorry about this, just to get it. You know what, let's go straight again. Let's disappear before the music comes on. I'll be copyright claim. Well, that was a quick one. And the old radio. I hope you're enjoying this wee insight here. I only came down to work this, but I'm quite enjoying it now, so I hope you can see some memories there that you had yourself. Yeah, certainly got some memories here. I'm only doing it for 10 minutes. I'm actually starting to enjoy this now again. Right, well, there's the gardens and the kitchens, but I think we've done that, so. And that's private, so. Let's have a wee look. The washroom, but it looks at it. It's steamy in here, eh? Right. Well, you got a ringer here. I don't know what these are. The commentary I can hear is probably the steamy. You can maybe help me and tell me what these do. I'm afraid at 68, I've no idea what these things do. I imagine you put your clothes in them and hit them or something. A ringer's alright, I know what a ringer is. We had a ringer, not that size. And I think that's more for a wash house, that one, isn't it? Oh yeah, let's take us out and go for a wee walk. Take us back out, eh? Quite enjoying this now. Let's see behind, whose door behind this door? Right, not much is in this one to see, I'm afraid. Just the wainscot and the Wayne's bed's round the corner. I can't get to it. you can see the Wayne's bed round there. I can just squeeze right in my way about it. This is 1840s, so a long while ago. A hammock there. Hope this is alright. Hope this is not too blurred and I'll have to throw this away. This is quite interesting. This is Summerlee Heritage Park. I've been here 100 times, but today seems quite, maybe because it's quiet, isn't it? No kids. No kids. Oh, that was a quick one. What we got, 1880s. This is obviously the miners now. Oh, now we've got your bed there, on that area. These cots still sell, don't they? We still sell these cots. I think that's called the hearth. Elaine would know better on that idea. And a nice chest of drawers and a wee mirror. And a wee box underneath that. Anyway, this is how they stayed in it. Just shows you how lucky we are. Just shows you how lucky we are, isn't it? Where we stay now. Oh, we got one more, sorry. Nearly missed that one. This will be the exciting one as well. Oh, wait a minute, I better check a year. 1910s. I still wasn't born now. There's Long Johns. I do Wally Ducks. I like my Wally Ducks. And if we just go around there, you can see we've got the bed. So we're just going to go and have a quick look at the trains now. I think there's a blue train that they're renovating, and there's a Vulcan ship. That's not a train, that's a ship made of steel. And this is the mine entrance if you want to go down the mine. I think everything's free, so you can go down the mine. I can see the blue train, but she's still covered up. I love the blue train. I like trains, I do love trains. I'm always going to go on them, but oh, nobody really likes them except me. Nobody likes them except me. You can see me now because I've obviously touched a button. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 buttons on this. As soon as I touch one, it goes haywire. Right, we're going straight now, I think. So the mine's in here somewhere. I have been to mine before. I've been down the mine, so I'm certainly interested. The carriage is a bit rough. Probably done a wee bit on this. So I don't know where the mine entrance is. I know you go down below. There's things you used to do in the old days. See that on a swing? Now, if they made that swing, it must be made for people that are fat, surely. I wonder if it's made for people that are a good weight. Can you see the swing there? I'm just going to try something here. I've never been with these legs out, so let's put the legs out. Right, let's go under the trees. Let's just put that there. For the first time. Yeah, for the first time I've got it on a tripod, and there is one you can press that lets you go. Right, we'll head off. That was me trying out the tripod. Remember, if you want to comment below on anything we can help you with or go to, this wee place is no bad. I keep pressing buttons here, so you'll see it changing and going straight. I hope it's not affecting your viewing. I'm probably not struggling as much as I thought, to be honest, but there again, you could be watching a vibrating film here. It looks straight to me, but that doesn't mean to say you'll see it straight. Anyway, this is Summerlee Heritage Park, like I've told. Tell you what, just found the mine entrance after all that. I've just found the mine entrance. You get your hard help on. So there, please not enter without your guide and a ticket. You must have to go for a ticket. So we're going to finish off soon. Oops. There you are, just got a wee train there, my blue train. And the Lex McLean joke was, what was that? Alex McLean won £1,000. What would he do with it? He'd buy Parkhead and run the blue trains through it. I don't support any of the two teams. It's not my joke. It's Alex McLean's joke. I think you're supposed to stand this upright. It keeps going squinty for me. I'm just hoping it's alright for you. Maybe comment below. I'll put a wee photo up later on with me at the thing starting it off and taking you around. That's the next thing I would love to see, but I don't know if we'll ever see it. Hopefully I can live to see it. But it's been here for a wee while now. I'm just going to take you here and I'm going to take you to the Vulcan. And that's going to do it. That's a steel boat, the very first one. I think it's built in Glasgow, isn't it? But maybe built in Finiston. Oh, one day. Let's go and see the blue train. Right, good to see the blue train. Won't see a bit yet. Right, I had a wee message there, I missed it. Everything looks great, Davey. Where is this? Would love to visit. Well, I don't know where you come from. It's actually at Coatbridge. And I've been here 100 times, but for some reason a day myself, it looks really good. It's free. Everything's free in it, and it's got a big indoor area, cafes. You can go down the mine. It's normally got a tram, as you can see from the rails there, but the tram's not here just now. That's what I love. I love the blue trains. I still do. I don't get to Glasgow as much now. Aye, Paisley's alright. Plenty of good places in Paisley. Nothing wrong with Paisley. Yeah, you're only about half an hour, 30 minutes. Just that you'll find it there. I'd love to put the link below, but me and Peter are not technophobics. I struggle to edit the films, I'll be honest, and do that. So, but if you want to come out, unluckily it's not dog friendly. Not many places are not dog friendly anymore, but on that. So this is supposed to be renovated up. This is the blue train that used to run. Surely this must be a memory. In actual fact, I've got a wee board over here. I love the blue train. And I have one of them in my back garden. So Paisley's alright. There's plenty of nice places out there as well. In that area, so there you are. And that's telling you about it there. I love that train. 311. I love watching these railway people that know all the trains and all the rest of it. Oh. Sorry, operation is locked, total device back. Sorry, I must have done something. So you have me upside down now. Press another 2 buttons. You know, I've got to be honest, the gimbal's electronic and I don't want to turn it. I don't know. Wait a minute. I don't know. I'm just going to walk now because it's done 100 times better than I thought. I thought I was going to put this up and then scrub it 5 minutes later as soon as I get home. But I'm just going to take you one more wee bit. Let's just straighten this up, see if we can straighten this up. Got that many buttons. Press twice for this, press 3 times for this. I want to do telephones exchange. You never get through to talk to anybody doing it. All you've got to do now is press buttons. I hate that. It was nice in the old days when you could just talk to somebody. But if you're in Glasgow, obviously the Coatbridge. Maybe not too exciting when you go visit Cubby, don't slag Coatbridge. Yeah. I came from Coatbridge, but I did have a habit of slagging. I did work, and I still do work as Bubbles of Cloud. Anybody out there's got charity gigs. I like Wayne's and I like dogs. I don't mind doing charity stuff for dogs and Wayne's. I still got, as I say, we've got a couple coming up soon, some Christmas stuff, and we've done some Christmas shows and sponsors. I think 3 guide dogs we've got now, 2 or 3, I can't remember. I do love my dogs. So there's plenty of nice walking places as you can see. I've ended up going nearly half an hour. I only really wanted to do 10 minutes to try the gimbal, but I've actually quite enjoyed it. Although you can't see, I don't know if the picture's good, but the gimbal's at a funny angle. Oh, wait a minute, let's put the gimbal straight. It's not the way it should be, but for some reason it's still going, apart from one wee flash round. So this is about the Monkland Canal. This was quite a famous canal, wasn't it? Run all the way from Glasgow and out. They've covered it in at the fountain and put some sort of tea cakes or giant plugs, just to make it nice. The sun's come out, look. Look at that now, eh? I could be like David Attenborough now. Yeah, let's see if we can press this again and get it straight. Aye, we can. There is ducks in there, but I've lost them now because of my eyesight. Oh, I found my ducks. There are my ducks here. Oh, sorry, ducks. Oh, yeah, you can see the ducks. That looks great, doesn't it? Do you know, I'll be honest, I've been here a few times for exhibitions, and I've been here over years. Yeah, somebody was, their old house We're up in Kelso. Cape Town. Oof, I don't think you'll be able to travel here, but thanks very much for watching from Cape Town. You should maybe send us some videos so we can watch you. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Yeah, this is Coatbridge in Lanarkshire, in the west of Scotland. Look, it comes from Glasgow. We have them everywhere. Look, there's even a cone in the water. There you are. There's Scottish water, which is lovely. Look at that, eh? You can't believe there's a cone in the water. You get it on Waterloo's Head's a famous one, and all the rest of it. So I hope you've enjoyed this, wee buddy. I'm sorry if there's been bits and up and down. It's a brand new gimbal. I've never really had a gimbal before, and I really am not super technical, and I really am lazy at rehearsing. Like Peter will tell you all the years when we've done shows, I just drunk coffee. I never like to rehearse for my shows, so which means I never rehearsed for this. I took it out of the box and I brought it down to Coatbridge today. There you are. And I only brought it down for 10 minutes, but I've enjoyed myself so much walking around here. And thanks very much for the people that spoke to me as well. Great to think people watch us from Cape Town, isn't it? We have so much fun doing this. It's just fun for us. We love doing the wee meals and we love seeing the places. And do you know what? People are absolutely wonderful. I know Peter's 74 and I'm 68. I know we do look quite old, so that's why people probably talk to us and things like that. But no matter where we're at, and even Edinburgh, I'll be honest, they talk to us quite well in Edinburgh. Obviously, Glasgow people, well, it's people that make Glasgow, isn't it? Let's be honest, it's people that make Glasgow. There's nothing wrong with Glasgow. Even the ones from Paisley's a nice place, isn't it? I do have a Paisley joke as well. I don't know. You will have to come from Paisley or Glasgow to get this joke, but there was a fish lying at the road and a bus run over the fish, and the fish said, "McGills, McGills, McGills." That's another tad joke. That's rubbish, isn't it? Sorry about the jokes. They are rubbish. Seen your Watsons a few days ago. Do you know, it's an absolutely fantastic place. That it was so, it tasted like an old pie. I don't actually eat pies. Peter likes his pies, and my wife. But I tell you, it's absolutely, it's the best. We went to Boghall pies as well. Everybody's got their own favourites, but it was £1.10 for that pie, and it tasted like an old mutton pie from the old days. It was absolutely wonderful, and the people were so nice. See, we could go back here every week. They were so nice. It was a lovely sunny day, that one. So if you're near Watsons, so the story was true. Alex Ferguson did stop a bus, I think when he was Rangers manager. He stopped the bus there. I went in and got them all a pie. Now this is a Vulcan. For anybody that wants to know, probably me and Peter's life story. If you want to know my life story, it's quite easy. You just have to go into davyBubbles.com and that'll tell you what I done was Bubbles the Clown and other bits and pieces. I was lucky to work everywhere, so obviously my dream was going to Coney Island for a few years until COVID came along. On that. Right, a Ranger. I don't. I see I've got a Rangers fan on. I try and stay away from football and politics. But obviously, if you do watch my films, you will see me do wee thingies. I am a Jambo, which is quite surprising. I was born in Coatbridge and I stay in Airdrie, but I went the opposite way. My football team was Albion Rovers, and I had a wonderful times going on the buses to Stennismuir and Forfar. It was real football in the days. But what happened is that we moved to Forth, and my kids took, funny enough, to Hearts when they were 5 or 6. Basically, when you went to Tynecastle, it was only £2 or £3 to go in the family section, and places like Rangers and that were still £10 for the centenary stand. I'm talking a long while ago now. So we went there. So I actually went the opposite way. Where does the kids normally go? The kids are obviously, I think, 41 or 42 this Sunday. It's twins, and they both support. One supports Motherwell, which is all right. I'm nothing against Motherwell either. So that's it. I try not to mention football too much. Obviously, we did have one. It didn't go up. We went to a milk bar the day after, obviously, the last game of the season when Hearts were playing Celtic. But Peter decided to ask me about the game. But we did have to delete that whole thing. Sometimes I'm not as nice to the SFA. But with politics, we stay away from. Our main job is to support local businesses. We don't want a bad... We just said there, somebody said Watsons. We want to promote them. We want to go to a cafe. We want to promote them. We want to have a good time. But we've never really had a bad time. I've been unlucky a couple of times in the last few weeks in Edinburgh, going to these chicken places. But sometimes it's my own fault for getting the wrong daft meal, you know, with the spices in it. So we'll see what happens. But good luck to anybody that supports football. I'm not too bad now. The good thing is sometimes when you get to 68 in life, things don't matter as much. Like me going to the foot. Last night was wonderful for a Hearts supporter. Forget the score before it. To actually see Benfica was wonderful, and they played well as well. So that's another thing you got to remember is when I go to the Hearts game. Last night my two sons were there. My sons are there. My granddaughters are there. So it's, to be honest with you, it's more special. And the funny thing is, as I've probably told you 100 times, I do have a very special Yorkshire Terrier who takes all my time up. I've been with her every day for 6.5 years, and because of her insulin, and because I come from the West, I class myself as a Ouija, although I support the Edinburgh football team. Then when it gets to 44 minutes, no matter who they're playing, Celtic, Rangers, Hibs or anybody, I leave Tynecastle because I have to get back home to hand feed my dog, I'm afraid. But I don't mind that. I'm more appreciated. She's not got long to go. She's been blind for 6 years, diabetic, cancer. She's got dementia now, so I sleep beside her and she's up most nights. Anyway, this boat, I think, I don't need to tell you, I've got a placard here. I came and opened this as Bubbles of Cloud, not opened it, they had a fun day. Here's the Vulcan here that's going to tell you. Now, it was right, it was the first iron boat. It was built 2 miles from here at Fasken. I don't know where Fasken is, so it's only 2 miles from here. She's one of the earliest recorded boats to have a hull made entirely of iron. I do remember that, and was designed to carry passengers along the Forth and Clyde Canal. Like that idea. There's somebody watched the Rover. I still like the Rovers. You know what I mean? The Rovers is still a big thing. A big in mine. I don't watch them so much. I did watch them there. As I say, I like going to Tynecastle. I like my Hearts. But I went the opposite way. I wasn't a Hearts supporter. It was my children that supported Hearts, and then I just went with them. Actually, in fact, they didn't all support Hearts. One of them supported one of the old firm teams, but we can't even mention that now because I'm not even going to give you any hints, actually, because if I give you any hints, you might be watching this. You know what I mean? The only good one when watching this is when anything happens, like Blair Gowrie with the berries or something. I can slag the wife because the wife never watches it. And the rest of it. Peter McAvoy, Albion. I like the Rovers. I'm not going to say a fault on the Rovers. I've always loved Albion Rovers. It's a shame they went down so many divisions. Well, it's only one division, but they're not finishing second or third. So there's this, the first boat that's still hauling around passengers from the Monklands Canal. The canal's mainly blocked in now. I think it went to Calder Bank for anybody that's local. But like you were saying from Paisley, get yourself down here. It's not bad. I've been quite a lot, and you've got to remember it's got a massive indoor area as well. It's obviously got swing parks for the kids, a couple of good swing parks. They brought me Hospital Street into Whifflet. I know it well. I was a good boy. I went to the Salvation Army at Whifflet most of my life, so I know Hospital Street. I was born in Old Monkland. I was born in Ailsa Road, which is not far. It's on the same road as Hospital Street, so I know Whifflet well. I went to the Saldals. It turned into a nursery. I was always going to buy it and turn into a wee circus place because I was a clown, but Hospital Street, well, I come from Coatbridge. The only thing is when I was Bubbles the Clown, I used to tear into Coatbridge. All the jokes were, it was just all the normal jokes. Where do you come from? And somebody say, like that idea of Coatbridge. It's just, there was the jokes that you would put for any place, but obviously when Coatbridge came, I always got a wee slagging in sort of stuff. So I did that. My wife always thought I'd get a punch in the head or something, but I was lucky enough never get to punch. But Coatbridge, it's hard to say what it's about. It's not my favourite place, but if you live in Lanarkshire and you love a place, then fair enough. People love their places. My wife, she loves Airdrie and all the rest. I would probably stay in the country or something like that, but she likes that. There's Reigate, just when we're talking about Albion Rovers. I'm sure that was one of their sponsors. Just up there, by the way. I'm not going to do it today because I can't believe I've been on for 40 minutes. There's an indoor, plenty of exhibitions, plenty of stuff that you can see from the old days. Maybe not as old as me. Quite good right with Peter. You forget Peter. Oh yeah, Reigate. You forget Peter's a wee bit in front of me and he sees things like raking the middens. I didn't do that. I led quite a sheltered life. I think when Peter was talking about doing things, I basically went to the Salvation Army and played football. I played for Whifflet Amateurs in goals. I was always a goalkeeper through the school team. So that was it. So I do have to say thanks very much for talking. I've actually had a wonderful afternoon. And I only came down to put this on for 5 minutes because I was doing live videos and they were just totally shaking. And I was really disappointed. But like I said, me and Peter do the best we can with the videos, but we're not technically minded. My son's alright, but when he touches anything, it never works again. He'll say, I'll adjust that for you, Dad, I'll adjust that, wait and I'll fix your phone for you. And then when he goes away and you try and connect it up to the simple things, like the car, it never works again. We're not technophobics on that idea. So that was a wee walk we had today round Summerlee Heritage Park. If you're near it, go. It's absolutely free. There's nothing at all. You don't pay for anything. I think maybe when the trams run, you pay for the trams. The mining, I'm sure, is free. They have plenty of fun days on as well. Good fun days. I've worked here, as I say, quite a few times through my life. I used to work in there and do Bubbles the Clown shows. Peter will say, if you want to know any more about Bubbles, instead, davidbubbles.com. It's got everything I've done in my life. You can see us on TV stuff. I like doing the TV stuff, like the bidding room and that sort of stuff. Travelling auctioneers. We've done all the things. If you want us to visit anywhere or go anywhere, just give us a wee shout. If you want anything or need anything, just give us a wee shout as well. And thanks again. I'm glad you've enjoyed this new place. It's not a thing it's not a place for us, and I'm glad you said about bringing brightness. Obviously, being clown and Peter was a magician. We are entertainers. We do like to bring, you know, as I used to say, the noblest art is that of making others happy. It is wonderful to see people laugh, and sometimes we laugh. I think there was a banana joke that I told about 6 times. I don't know if we got it out or you've seen it, but you know, I was saying to Peter the other day, I think it's going off now, but I couldn't even say it to myself without laughing, was the fact that humans eat more bananas than monkeys. And if you think about that for a wee minute, when was the last time you ate a monkey? Now, although I'm not laughing now, for the last fortnight or something, I kept killing myself. I couldn't actually say that joke for laughing at it. Yeah, get out there, there's plenty to see round about. We've seen some great people meet us. We've been seeing some great places as well.
Okay.
So that was a wee visit there. The whole museum closes at 4 o'clock. If you're near Coatbridge, or you're in the Glasgow area, come out. Another place we've seen last week, we were at Cathcart. I can't believe that, Queen's Park, and we absolutely love Queen's Park. So I don't know if you live near Queen's Park, Glass House, which we worked again. You probably gather we work more places, and we absolutely love Queen's Park. The views over Glasgow were wonderful. We do love Glasgow, I'll be honest, you know, we do love Glasgow. Edinburgh's okay as well. I support the Edinburgh football team, so I can't say too much, you know, on that. I can't say too much bad against Edinburgh, but we do love Glasgow. And tomorrow we're at Glasgow, we're in towards the Barras, so I think we're going to Valdor, or maybe go to Saracens Head, anywhere we can get a wee video. We don't really drink now. We used to drink, but as I say, with the dog and all that, I stopped drinking a wee while ago after COVID, just to make sure I can look after my wee dog. She was supposed to last a year, but that was 6.5 years ago. It's a lovely wee thing. Anyway, thanks so much for being so nice and for talking to us. I don't know if this has been a steady film or not. I'll have a wee look at it when I go home. Normally I just delete the lives because I'm not very good. But I'll be honest, I enjoyed it. I think it's probably the best trip I've ever had. Not because I'm myself, I've no wains or nothing. But just the fact that walking around and looking at places, get yourself down. There's a lot of heritage there to see. And the donut shop at the bar is nice and fresh. You seen the sashimi? Like, last week I was going to get that. And in fact, my son was the best one. I think we were sitting a few weeks ago and he says, Dad, are you on that Manjaro? And I says, how? He says, if you are, it's worked the wrong way. You know what I mean? I was going to go to the clinic last week to go on these tablets because I've got a fat belly and a tire, but I decided just to try and do it myself. And that's why the only good thing about walking the day, a couple of miles. Yeah, I'm sure Peter loves donuts. I'm sure he'll get us in the Barras. We won't do much in the Barras. There's a couple of good cafes there we want to eat in. Valdora and the one across the road. I can't remember the name, under the bridge. But we're going to have a wee run in there tomorrow and that bit. Maybe Panopticon. I'm obviously a member of the Panopticon as well. We'll take you around that. You suggest what you want, but donuts, I can assure you we're beating a donut. Well, I wouldn't beat a donut because I don't like donuts, but Peter beating donuts. And Peter's diabetic. Yeah. Where is St Augustine's? That's in Coatbridge, is it? Next, I was going to say next to the church on that idea. Right, well, we'll take you up there. Maybe not the day, but we'll take you up there. If I'm going to pass it in the car, I'll shove it up my wee van for you. I'll let that on St Augustine's. We'll go up to St Augustine's. Is that your old school? On that, we can see the church spire up there, isn't it? I don't know if that's the one St Augustine's is behind. Where did I go to Kirkshaw's and Rose Hall one time? I'm down Old Monkland. We're up in town now. But I hope we've enjoyed this wee trip to that. There you are. I'll maybe keep this one up if it's okay and put a wee photo on it, because I have actually enjoyed it, as long as it's not too wavy or too teary. Anyway, I can't thank anybody more than enough. You've been absolutely fantastic with these conversations. It's been even better that I can actually read them. So I'm now going to go and get my steak bakes from my dog, which is the reason I came out for, to get her a couple of steak bakes and a cooked chicken from Morrison, as long as the dog's all right. Right, you have a nice time. We'll see you again soon. Tomorrow at the Barras, and we've got a few coming up, 6 by Nino's. I don't know why they want us to film it, but the big restaurant in the Merchant City want us to film the circus went, and I'll be doing that in full costume as Bubbles of Cloud. Anyway, you have a fantastic weekend, the best weekend ever, and we'll get a vlog up Monday or Tuesday. Okay, thanks so much. We can't thank you enough. You have a nice day. Bye-bye.